I don't know if women realize what amazing actors men are. Wow, they are really good. They should win Oscars for the performances they give. We're going to get into a column of a column called What the Hell Mail. And I'm going to read a column. I read it a while ago. I'm going to read it again with y'all. But before we get into that, please follow my Patreon. I do lives over there. I interview amazing people. I just had one last night with best-selling author of the book Uncultured. It's going to be released, edited down to everyone in a few weeks or so. But if you want to come to those and see the whole thing, go to live. Other stuff, travel stuff, blah, 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 blah. So much fun stuff happens over there on Patreon. And if nothing else, you will get notified when I put stuff into the world, while they're hoping that the algorithm just happens to put it in front of your eyes. Anyway, what are you doing? It's been a long day. This one's to Dear Wendy. Don't always agree with Wendy, but it's usually kind of longer stories, so we kind of get a bigger picture. But here, sometimes I do agree with her. We'll see. My boyfriend and I have been together for 5 years. Red flag! Watch out, 5 years. We have a child together. Oh, 2 red flags, and we are not even done with the second sentence. And he has a child from a previous relationship. Okay, I just want to clock that word right there. Relationship, not marriage. Relationship, right? This guy has a track record of dating women, having children with them, and not marrying them. And again, I'm not like, yay, marriage. Marriage is the best. But marriage does offer legal protection. Sometimes it works out worse for you, but when it comes to kids, seriously, please talk to a lawyer before you have one with a man without a bunch of stuff in writing. I love it when he uses his paw as a pillow. Anyway, coming in hot, y'all. We have a child. So there's one child, and he has a child, but he's like a one and done kind of dude, but with multiple women that he doesn't plan on probably staying with. Anyway, and they say that we baby trapped them from the previous relationship, which we have custody of together. Oh, great. So, oh my God. So you're a stepmom. We know what that means. A lot of stepmoms get such a raw deal. But how do y'all have custody, but you don't even have a contract for your own whatever? I already don't like this guy, but maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Usually if someone has to write in, there's a problem. They just need some random woman named Wendy that they'll never meet to read this crazy story and give some feedback and co-sign their intuition. Because usually their intuition knows exactly what this is about. Their friends maybe be like, well, I don't know, maybe he really likes you. I mean, some men take 10 years to decide if they want to marry you. Don't listen to those people. I'm glad columns exist, because a lot of women don't have friends in their lives that will actually tell them the truth. They'll just co-sign their delusion, or just purposely or not purposely give them terrible advice. Look how you're laying. Oh my God, he's so cute. Sorry, I'm a little obsessed with him today. Not that I'm not every day. A few months ago, he purchased an engagement ring for me. I didn't see it, much less know about it, until we got into a heated argument and he blurted out, oh God, here we go, that he had spent a few $1,000s on what I would call the perfect ring! Exclamation points. Oh my God. I didn't talk to him about it or even think about it. I didn't want to ruin whatever he had planned. Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Whatever your name is. This ring doesn't exist. This ring doesn't, I'm just going to call it right now. Y'all remember, I like breeze through these, and sometimes I'll like stop. I will just stop reading them entirely because I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. I forget if I read the whole, but I'm just telling you right now, any man that does, so here's the thing. Let's say he did have a ring. Okay. If we give him all the benefits of the doubt, which I tell y'all regularly, please don't do that. Best case scenario, this man had a ring and they were in a heated argument in which C was being ridiculous. Not an argument started by him, not an argument about something he's not doing that he should be doing, and therefore it's an argument rather than a conversation. Let's just say she's in the wrong in this scenario. Even if that's the case, any man that doesn't have the self-discipline, self-control to not shout out, "I bought your ring, it was a perfect ring," in the middle of an argument, do not marry that man. So best case scenario, this man does not know how to control his emotions. That's a big red flag. Now, I'm not saying that we should all control all our emotions all the time, but this is so not thoughtful. This man literally ruined his future engagement, which I don't think was ever going to happen. I don't think this ring exists. I'm telling you, men are so calculating. Don't think just because they mention a ring that they actually bought one. Do you know how many men will get credit for stuff they never do? Oh, I was going to buy you roses. Oh, you're going to buy me roses? And then, but blah, 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 blah. So pay attention to this. Men get credit for promising things that they don't even deliver on a regular basis. Oh, I was going to give you such and such for your birthday, but they were all out. Oh, you weren't. If you are not holding that gift in your hand, or the massage or whatever it is that they allegedly were going to give you, do not give them credit for it. They know they can get credit for just the suggestion, just the idea of doing something nice for you. They'll get full credit and never do it. So this man's like, oh, cool. Like, I don't even have to buy a ring to like control her with this fantasy ghost ring. This was intentional. This ring never existed. I am calling it now. Although I doubt we'll ever find out, which is why she's like writing in. But I'm telling you, this ring does not exist. Best case scenario, it does exist. And he just can't help himself. This is like an under the belt thing. If clearly she wants marriage, to give something that doesn't exist, and then like him saying, the only reason he brought that ring up, the ring that doesn't exist, was to hold it over her head as a like, to think I bought a ring, the perfect ring, because you silly woman, you vain gold digger, the perfect ring, because you just had to have a perfect ring. I spent thousands of dollars on this. That ring doesn't exist. That ring doesn't exist. He never bought it. And even if he did buy the perfect ring, it's probably like some crap that you don't even like. I'm guessing he doesn't even know you or your taste. And remember, Carrie and Aiden. Aiden picked out a terrible ring that first time. Had to get Samantha to come in and save him. And he actually liked her. Although that's debatable. I got some Schmegs in the City content coming soon, y'all. You requested it. It's coming. I know I'm long overdue for movie reviews, but I've been really stressful last couple of months. Hopefully all the big things like the French test I had to take today that I failed, by the way. Unless the last piece I find out in 5 days, unless I didn't fail the last part, in which case I have like a tiny chance that I didn't fail the test. But anyway, I am a mess. Anyway, content's coming soon for TV stuff. About a week ago, we were on a family outing. During the outing, we made a quick run to the store. I had the kids, and he wandered off. How thoughtful. He didn't even tell you where he was going? That's cool. Red flag. What are we at, like 5, 6 now? He came back all bummed and depressed. Oh my God. Y'all, they're acting. I asked him, what was the problem? And he said, I'm a little bummed out because of what I had to do. What? Oh my God, I can't stand this person. Oh, the rotisserie chicken. Whoever said that I'm never forgetting that metaphor for what he does all the time. See, he's annoyed because this what I had to do. You forced my hand. You forced my hand to return the fantasy ghost ring the same way you forced my hand to beat you up later on. See how this works? That's how this works. You forced my hand. Look what you made me do. Apparently, this woman is just a puppeteer. And she made him do this thing, but she doesn't even know what. How could she make you do what you don't even say it is? She is more powerful than the Almighty Lord. What? Oh my God, I can't stand this person. This right here, this is not a red flag. This is like, this is like what you see at a football game. This is like, the marching band has, right? Like this is what this is, and there's a lot of, this is big. This kind of drama, this kind of, so I don't even know how to talk about how ridiculous. If you, this is please, this person, please break up with anybody who does this. Best case scenario, they're immature. Worst case scenario, they're gonna you later, okay? I didn't think anything of it. Why? You should think a lot of that. What do you mean? I didn't think anything of it. He wanders off. Doesn't tell you where he went. Comes back with a major mood change. And it's like, I'm bummed about what I had to do. As if, he just had to give away a kidney or something. And you're like, cool. What? Why didn't you ask a question? So, okay, they are both kind of sick. Okay, he's probably, maybe even a narcissist, but definitely not a good person to date. Controlling, whatever. But I know, maybe it didn't occur to you to follow up. This is the kind of stuff I would have done in the past. For example, real quick, I remember my ex sending me a text when we were fighting over text, and he was like, he said, if I had the time and the patience, I would literally go look for that text. One day I will show you all the texts. I've already shown some crazy ones. And he said, wait till everyone on YouTube sees the videos of you. This is before I ever made videos, y'all. This is when I was just a writer. Or he said something where I was like, what? Or wait till those videos of you go viral. And I was like, what videos? Didn't say anything. Guess what? I didn't even follow up. I was like, that was weird. And then I didn't ask any other questions. Guess who had multiple videos of me on his phone, of me giving him sorry, it's hard to do backwards on here. Not just me, but of his ex too. I deleted all of them. I didn't realize back then you have to delete again permanently because things just stay. Anyway, we probably still has them, but I tried to delete all of them. Those are the videos he was talking about. Just suggested something. And I was like, huh? And then I was like, oh, well, to quote Whoopi Goldberg, you're in danger, girl. You are in so much danger. You didn't even ask after this dramatic mood check. Oscar, the dude who unalived the runner from South Africa who was, the big star, unalived his girlfriend. These men can turn the tears on like that. He literally fake vomited in court. The pictures, I did a whole video on that. Please, don't believe these men. My ex cried so much and I was gonna leave. And then they can go, seriously. A lot of men in Hollywood, these actors, the reason why they're good at acting. Anyway, didn't think anything about it. But the next day, I overheard him speaking to his best friend. Oh, can't wait to hear this. I heard his friend ask if the ring was still at the jewelry store. And my boyfriend replied, yes, but I returned it. Okay. This may sound a little far-fetched. Did anybody watch the Reese Tisa story? Did anybody remember that That man had like hours of conversations with no one. Yeah. Just because he's talking to some friend about some ring doesn't mean this story is true. I'm telling you, do you understand how much they lie? If they only put all of that energy and time and care and bandwidth and creativity into loving you, loving us, instead of fooling us, the world would be such a different place, right? But the lengths that these men will go to just to mess with you and control you. I still need to tell y'all that whole story about the catfishing thing. That dude who literally talked to me for like 2 months, not to get anything from me, just to mess with me. And it was all fake. Oh, I gotta tell that story. It was actually very, I almost stopped dating entirely after that. I was like, oh my God, that is so cruel. You literally could have done anything with your time, but you're like, I know, I'll find this woman in France and mess with her. And then move on. The dude wasn't even in France. Like, he lied. Oh, anyway. Oh, I gotta tell that story. Please do not underestimate the extent that they will go to create stories for fun. Sometimes it's not even to hide anything, like a secret family and all that other stuff, affair. It's just like, yeah. But most of them are doing it for this, to control you. To get away with something or to control you. And this is to control her. I don't believe that this friend is, I mean, you don't think that men will be like, hey bro, do you know how much men cover for each other? You feel like, hey bro, like, he probably told some story and he's like, can you just say, like, ask me about, okay. Y'all, you think that we're the only ones who create whole scenarios to manipulate men? They are masters. They are Jedi masters at this. We have underestimated them for far too long. Like, how they literally duped us into thinking they're stupid. And whoo! Not saying that they're like that smart, but when they're predators, man. We underestimate them all the time. That's how they get away with this crap. My ex, he was so not smart in every possible way, but he was a predator. And he was always one step ahead of me. Every time. I was devastated because I thought, being so traveled so much, done so many crazy jobs as a leader, like problem solver, all the things. Nope. Always one step ahead of me. Dumb as rocks, but always one step ahead of me. So this whole thing, staged. I don't believe this happened. I believe this this could be literally anyone. Are you sure you heard another voice? But I'm surprised there was another voice, honestly, because men will be like, hey bro, I bought her a ring. And here's what anyway, gosh. Usually I don't get bummed. That's your problem right there. Don't be cool. Don't be easygoing. I'm sorry. I know some of us like literally are just like so positive and so joyful and stuff like that, but like wait, where is she? Oh my God, where is she? Here she is. Don't be her. These women die. Be difficult. Don't be a man's piece. Don't be the happy stick up his. For men who treat me really well, I am a bundle of joy. But I also, don't you cross me. But women who are like, oh my God, I'm just so much fun to be around all the time. Yeah, take me climbing, even though I've never climbed before. I'm scared, but it's cool. I'm okay. Please do not do all these things in the beginning to make them think that you just don't get bummed, really. It takes a lot to get you bummed. Don't do that. They're paying attention. But lately our relationship hasn't been the best. We're going through a custody battle and our life is, I'm just curious about this part right here. A custody battle. For the kid that you are now parenting, that's not yours. This sounds like possibly an abusive man, because we know men love to get custody of the kids, even if they don't like them, just to screw over their ex, right? They use the court to continue to abuse the women that they impregnate and don't marry. Maybe he married her, but the way she phrased this, she would have said ex-wife. And it's also possible that that woman has a lot of money. so he can get child support and be connected to his ex forever. And now has the kid too. Means he has all of the power. And you just went through a hard custody battle for that. I know. I don't know enough information. Maybe his ex is a terrible person. Maybe he, maybe he's a better parent, and maybe la 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 la. But just given what we know about this dude already, I don't know. I'm telling you, it's not that that great men don't exist, although they're all on the spectrum of entitled, and so you know how I stand on that. No one is just good or bad, right? Like all humans. But given what we know, ow, oh my God. You just saw the most classic. This is what Anthony lives with all the time. I got bruises everywhere from me just running into stuff or doing that, whatever. Ow, I did it again. Forgot my point. Basically, we really this is life and death for us. We have more to lose. We lose our labor, our time, our lives by getting hooked up, especially having children with these men who are, were nerds in high school, or maybe not, but like I swear, these men, once they find the bully, the live-in nerd, they finally get to bully all the time. They are set for life. They don't have to find one at work or out in the world. They're set for life, which is why, again, we're going to see a rise of more violence against women in the public, because they don't have someone who's like, yeah, I'll have your baby and stay with you and raise your other kid, even though you won't marry me, and are like teasing this ghost ring over me, blah, blah, blah. Call me the puppet master. Master! Right? Is that what the song is on? Anyway, I'm sorry. People complain about my ADHD. Sorry. I don't know how to turn it off. Let's get back to the story. I'm so off the rails now. So be bummed. Be bummed. When you're truly bummed, stop pretending. Stop being her. Or the relationship's not doing well. Life is stressful. Got a custody battle. That's where I went off the rails. Sorry. I don't understand why he wouldn't just talk to me about this. Okay, I've already gone over why he didn't. And why he would be so irresponsible as to leave both the purchase and the return receipt out for me to stumble across. Okay. Okay. He did buy it. But this is worse. This was intentional. Okay, you know why this is worse? I was thinking maybe he was lying, made up this ring. This is worse. He bought it. He went all out of his way to buy it. Leave the receipt out with the return receipt. You know what I mean? You know what he was, the date on it? I wouldn't be surprised if this man bought it that day and was like, never mind, return it that day. Anyway, doesn't matter. I actually still think this is all to control her and not actually to propose. Even best case scenario, he actually bought the ring intending to put one fight and you take it back. But you didn't break up with her. That is why I have a problem with this. Took the ring back, didn't break up. This is a shut up ring, as Cecilia Regina would call it. Her and I are going live in August, by the way, on my Patreon. Can't wait for that. This is a shut up ring. Literally got it. It's gonna hold it over her head forever. She'll probably find another receipt later on, being like, bought it again, took it back. Bought it again, took it back. This is so much worse than him having not bought a ring at all. This was intentional. Please stop thinking that men are just dumb. This is about control. It always is. I am left speechless and sort of feeling like I will be the forever girlfriend. You will. Because the fact that you're saying, I feel like I will be the forever girlfriend, means that he knows you're okay with this. This tells me everything I need to know about how you're behaving. And listen, I am not judging, because this is so normal in our culture. We are all on the pick-me spectrum. It's a survival response, but some of us are so indoctrinated, gotta get married, that we will literally be the forever girlfriend. She's okay with this. Because otherwise, she would be left speechless, because now she has the feeling that that you know what? I'm done. First of all, like, she's not willing to walk away after these shenanigans. And you don't have to worry about being a forever girlfriend if that is a non-negotiable for you. But it's not for her. He knew this would work. You can tell by the way she's talking that I'm afraid, I'm feeling like I'll be the forever girlfriend and never his wife. And that this is the thing. He knows you're okay with that, because this would not be, I'm afraid I'm going to be the forever girlfriend. A woman who has high standards and respects herself and has done a lot of work on herself, who is not this codependent and whatever is going on with her, I really do sympathize with her, would never even let that be an option. Clearly, marriage is important to her, or this sentence would not exist. He knows it's important to her, and he knows she'll stick around as a forever girlfriend, or he would not have tried this. Believe me, he's also probably tested her many times before this. This is just next level. He's at the next stage of his manipulation. It isn't getting better from here. It's only getting worse. Why would he just return the ring without ever mentioning it? Believe the evidence for me to see, because he's a sociopath. No, he's not a sociopath. He's just worst case scenario, like a narcissistic abuser. Otherwise, insecure, controlling man who doesn't want to commit to you but wants the benefits of marriage, which is all that free labor, domestic labor, your body, giving him babies that he doesn't probably even want to raise, but he's got a legacy now, right? And he'll get raises at work and all kinds of social capital from that. You are the secretary, the therapist, all these things. His life is, he's going to live longer now. You're going to live shorter with a man like this, a shorter life. That is why he left that evidence. So you will continue to do this and be a forever girlfriend forever and ever and ever, and you don't even need a ring because you're staying now. If you stay after a man pretends to engage, get engaged to you, but didn't even do it. He pretended to, planted the seed, and then took it back. You ain't ever getting married. I hope not. I hope you break up with him. That's not what's usually happened. She will stay with this man until she puts down an ultimatum that he has to marry her. And then what's going to happen is he's going to go on the internet and there's going to be him talking his vows, like that video like last year of the most disgusting vows ever. Well, he will humiliate her and then he will smash a cake in her face and make her life miserable as if he hasn't already. It's only getting worse. By the way, I saw the ring online and it's breathtaking. But you ain't ever getting it. Please accept that fact. Seeing it made me that much more depressed. Oh my God. Forever girlfriend. Well, this right here is the problem. Look, we can't change men, okay? If you learn nothing else from my work, we can't change men. But we can stop dancing with the crazy ones. Let them dance alone. This, she literally is just signed herself forever. She's accepted it. She's okay with it. That's the problem. Stop being okay with that. I mean, for her sake, I hope she never gets married to that man. But given what she's already said, unless she's watching my content and the content of my mutuals that's really helping her deconstruct this stuff and understand how calculated and cold and cruel a lot of men are. Because they're fighting for their lives here. This is survival for them. They suffer from it too because they never know love. It's really not a happy existence to bully and exploit someone. Nobody wins in that scenario, but one person does maintain power. And their ego is huge, right? But they hate themselves. And they waste their time on this planet hating themselves and taking it out on everyone else. And being dead inside. That's no way to live. But some people with power, a lot of white people are like this, a lot of men are like this, a lot of abusers are like this. They can't let go of power. They won't do it. They will fight till the end to maintain power because their ego is more important than their heart and their soul. And it's sad, but I will never feel worse for them than the people that die because of them. So I am worried about her. I don't care about him. I hope somebody wakes her up. A lot of us, myself included, almost have to die before we see the truth about how cruel men can be and stop being willing to give them benefits of the doubt like this, other people don't learn their lesson the hard way all the time. I wish I was one of them. So do my parents. I cannot change men. I don't want to. I'm not interested in it. But I hope I can help some women. I can't change women either, but I hope the way I was able to wake up slowly but surely and then really abruptly when I almost died. Knowledge is power. Healing is you can reverse course. You can. It takes a while. It's hard, but I think that she hopefully can and will wake up one day. I just hope she doesn't lose all her money and custody of her child and her life doing that, trying to learn the hard way like I had to. I'm just going to look over what Wendy said really quick, see if she said anything else I didn't already cover. Okay, so you're boyfriend for 5 years, clocked it. Who you're raising 2 children with, clocked it. Blurts out the perfect ring thing and you didn't talk to him about it or even think about it. Okay, see, I did not give that enough space. The fact that he said that you didn't follow up being like, what do you mean about a ring? Have y'all talked about marriage? And why was this thing not a discussion? You just moved right on? This thing you clearly really, really, really want? Anyway, thank you, Wendy. And then one afternoon, he's acting all depressed, and you didn't ask what it was that he had to do. There we go. And again, you simply, in your words, didn't think about it. I'm pretty sure you thought about it. Come on. You didn't say anything about it. Maybe you didn't think about it, because again, we can will ourselves to be like, whatever. You can't force someone to see something they don't want to see. It's like when someone is in a car and you're shouting and the windows rolled up, they'll be like, and you wonder why he left the receipt for your engagement ring out when you would be whoa, Wendy. I don't like that sentence. Wendy. What are you doing here? No. And you wonder why he left this out. Oh my God, I'm not even going to say it. Y'all know what I'm saying. What, Wendy? Have you not dated a narcissist or an abuser or just a man who likes to bully women in general? No wonder. I mean, you're literally reinforcing, well, look what you made me do. Look what you made him do. Leave the receipts out for you. Because he's not a man. He can't talk about it. He has to drop little clues. What is she, Sherlock Holmes? First of all, they clearly don't talk enough or have honest conversations. But this man, you will never convince me this man is healthy. Your boyfriend clearly wasn't being irresponsible by leaving those receipts out. He left them out for you to find, hoping you would see them as a huge flag, signaling a need to... Wendy, what? Oh my God, Wendy. See, now I know why I don't agree with you a lot of times, because what is this? No. Why he doesn't just use his words? I don't know. I know. Wendy, oh my God, I'm more mad at you than her, than forever girlfriend. Wendy, you're a clone. See, this is why I need my own column. I need my own... It seems you both have a problem when it comes to that, but you have 5 years together and 2 children. Quit acting like a couple of babies and communicate what it is on your mind. Tell, all caps, him. Oh, you saw those receipts and apologize, all caps, that you didn't express concern about what was going on when he told you depressed and blah, 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 blah. And then ask, all caps, him, what the hell going on? Then tell, all caps, him that you're ready to make your relationship a priority. Oh my. Who wrote Wendy? What is wrong with you? This is nonsense. I did not read this response. Read the first paragraph. I was like, okay, cool. I did not read this. I have lost a lot of respect for you. How can you not clock this? Seriously, Wendy. This is why survivors, listen, I'm not saying that all men who do everything I ever say means that they're a narcissist or abuser and all that stuff. No. But what I am saying is that there are big red flags, and this story has a ton of them, and you're like, just grow up, forever girlfriend. You clearly don't prioritize your relationship. You didn't talk about how much your relationship is a priority. What are you talking about? I empathize that you feel stressed out with your ongoing custody battle with a kid that's not yours. What's the story there? But life is stressful. It's these times when you need to support and depend on your partner, not push each other away. Who are you talking to? Did we read the same story? Wendy, quit ignoring your boyfriend. Where did that come from? She's ignoring red flags, not the boyfriend. Quit pushing things out of your mind because you don't want to ruin surprises or you don't want to face reality. And I agree with that one. The surprise is, I'm going to unalive you. The reality is, he hates you. I don't know what you're talking about, Wendy, but I agree with that line, but not what you think, the way you think I do. But you don't even know I exist. Who cares? You have the column. I do not. Despite being a journalist and not, whatever. God, I need to have more, I need to have the confidence of Wendy. See, Carolyn, I get behind almost everything she says, but okay, Wendy, I don't agree with you. But it's probably because you've never dated an abuser, so you don't get it. That's okay. Those of us who've been through this, we get it. We see it. We clock it immediately. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be wrong. We tend to project some too. But come on, am I wrong? If you made it this far, go say something. Mo's la 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 la, Mo's la 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 rainbow. I don't know, whatever. I love seeing if anybody actually watches the whole video, other than the comment song. That's how I know you watched it. Anyway, if someone blurts out in a heated argument that he spent several $1,000s on a perfect day, an appropriate response might be something like, I didn't know you were thinking along those lines. You did? I had no idea. Let's talk about that. This is all just I'm just reading it for fun now. An appropriate response might be letting the heat of the argument cool down and revisiting the idea that your boyfriend of 5 years just told you that he had a ring and saying, hey, that thing you said earlier when we were fighting about the ring, you were serious about that? Does that mean you want to get married? Hello, pick me. Hey, you know how you blurted that out in the argument, thus ruining your future proposal? Don't ever do this. This is terrible advice. Maybe it was the heat of an argument. If it wasn't the whole multiple baby mama, 5-year relationship, didn't marry the other baby mama, blah, 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 and then all this dramatic, I'm bummed, whatever stuff, maybe Wendy, but no. Y'all, I'm just I'm hyper right now. I don't care this much, but I am frustrated, but I promise you, I'm not mad. I mean, those who know me, you know I'm not, but just being funny at this point because this is so ridiculous. I don't want to, oh, there was more. I'm not even done. This is what you should also say besides, I really want to get married. You mean we're going to get married? I don't want to ruin anything you might have planned in terms of proposal, but I want to talk. I want to talk more about the marriage and what that means for us. Wendy, are you her? Is this you, Wendy? Did she write this? And now there's more, y'all. Oh my God. This was not supposed to be this long of a video, but here we go. Here we are. And now that the ring has apparently been returned and it's your fault, an appropriate response would be, I saw those receipts for the ring. And we need to talk because I'm done not talking and not thinking about things that are important, like you and our relationship. I want to get married. Okay, I really want to get married. It's time for us to communicate. I have never found a more perfect video for her than this one. I can't believe you wrote this whole script. When you are using way too many words to just say, I'm a pick me, I'll let you do whatever to me, signed forever girlfriend, I do whatever. And then after you tell them that it's time for you to commit, do that. Because 5 years and 2 kids and you and he are important enough. Love wins in the end. If you leap, the net will appear. That's the kind of crap that the people who say this say. Leap and the net will appear. Not for women. There are alligators down there and there ain't no net. There is for him. It's called patriarchy. And custody battles. It's called the justice system and judges that favor, but that's not for you, baby. Love does not win in the end, because this isn't love. A man who loved you wouldn't never do this to you unless he was like 18. Oh my God. So that was the end. That was the end of what Wendy had to say. Grow up. Beg. Oh my God. Y'all, oh my God. Okay. I can't fault women who've never been in relationships with men who hate them or abuse them or whatever for not understanding how cold and calculated men are and how much energy they will put into it. Let me tell you something. Even men who are not abusive and like, look how he does this. I love that. Anyway, even men who are not do that, let me tell you something. This is what women are realizing. They will spend all year planning their fantasy football team. They have my dad had charts, endless hours reading statistics, watching games, doing math equations somehow to figure this out. They will put so much time and energy into the things they enjoy. Sometimes it's a hobby they're obsessed with for escapism because they actually have an addiction they don't want to deal with. Sometimes it's a childhood trauma, but men tend to spend time on things they enjoy. And some men enjoy fooling women. Some men enjoy taking the fruits of women's labor and doing just enough to get her to stay. Some men enjoy negging and clipping the wings of the prettiest little birds with the most beautiful voices. Some men literally enjoy that. Why are you so close to me? I'm not complaining, but this man seems to have gone out of his way to do a play. It's theater. Don't underestimate men's drama. They call us drama queens. Why do you think that is? Literally everything that men call us is what they are. We're not drama queens. We're traumatized. And we don't know what's up or what's down because they say one thing and do something else. And then we're told that we want this thing that doesn't benefit us and that gets us unalived or broke or whatever, or hating ourselves. Of course we seem like drama queens. But they're the ones causing the drama a lot of times. I'm not saying we don't. Especially if you have a lot of trauma and you get into a healthy relationship one day. That's when the whole new thing starts where you're like, oh my God, I am the drama. You are the drama a lot of times when you're with someone healthy because you're working through what someone else put you through, Anyway, whatever. We all got some healing to do. But please, please, please don't believe that men are not dramatic and don't have scripts and don't do the same things we do. It just looks different. All those times you're like, hey, will you suggest we take a photo together? I literally did this once. Sitting right next, hey, pull your camera up and say, let me get a photo of you. And then 30 seconds later, hey, you know what? Let me get a picture of y'all. And I'm like, oh, really? You think so? We know we do that. They do that too. Just looks different. Oh, you're licking my shoulder now. I think he wants a Kong. Oh, no, he's just done. He's like, this is the longest video ever. Anyway, join my Patreon. You trying to get down. Okay, he's going to go outside. He knows. Someone said in my comments the other day that Mose understands his boundaries. I can learn so much from this dog. Anyway, join my Patreon. Let me know if you got it this far. Let me know if you hear the comment song because it's coming right after this. I'm done. Like, comment, share. Make sure you're subscribed because YouTube unsubscribes you all the time. And thanks for being here and staying this long. Et voila! Welcome to the comment song. That's a cat. Shout out to Erica. That's a cat. And this is from Greece. Welcome to the random comment song where I take photos and videos that are totally unrelated to the video I just made and the subject. Who cares? This is what happens when you land in Greece. You get off a big old ferry that lasts 7 hours. Hopefully you didn't barf, but you're on the big boat you want. The comment song is taking you through Greece. The comment song. We're gonna see some stuff. Yes, rock bands on the tables. Maybe I've shown you this already. I hope not. The comment song is almost over. And this is random too. Okay, comment songs for leaving messages, stories, and la 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 la. This is something that made me remember that I wanted to do a video about this. Jack was a homosexual. Anyway, thanks for staying. Let me know if you heard this. And say, Rose, 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 if you did. Et voilà. Okay, thank you. Bye.